Hello everyone and welcome back. So as you can probably tell, I'm in a very different location today. For the past, I think, well, this is maybe the second video. I just haven't really been that happy with the lighting conditions in my bedroom. It's totally fine over summertime because I get quite a lot of sun later on in the day, but now that winter's sort of setting in, well, autumn, winter, I just barely get any sunshine in that room. So I've been putting off this video for, I was hoping to get up by last Sunday. Today is, what's today? Is it Thursday? Wednesday? And today is Wednesday. So yeah, I was going to put it off for another day, but apparently this is as good as we're going to get, I think, weather-wise, and it was still quite dark in my bedroom, so welcome to our hut. My mum uses it as well. We have some, I don't know if you can see, I think you can just see on camera there, we've got some greenery here because she grows some things in this hut, and it's just kind of used for different things. Over in that corner is more storage, but yeah. We're going to try it out. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back to my bedroom. Welcome to today's video. I'm so excited about today's video because it's something that I've been wanting to do for probably over a year, if not more. I just never get around to it. But because I missed going to the charity shops so much during lockdown, I've been going to my local one quite often, and also like the next towns over charity shops as well. So as you can probably see, I have some things hanging here, some of my goodies that I've been buying, and lots of stuff here as well. So I think it's going to be a sizable charity haul, I hope. But yeah, I've been shopping at charity shops for years. I think, well, my mum has always been an avid charity shopper. Since I was little, I would go join her to the charity shops, and then I think I had a tiny phase in high school where I just didn't think it was, I guess, cool enough to be shopping at charity shops. So then I started shopping at Topshop and New Look and all those like high street places, and then it sort of came back around that I fell back in love with charity shopping, and also sort of the benefits to the environment, trying not to buy fast fashion as much, and also just loving the quality items that you can get from charity shops that normally I either can't afford or I'm not willing to spend that much. For example, this is the first time I think that this jumper is getting a sort of outing, I guess. I'm only in my hut, but I bought this jumper, I think spring this year, so I was kind of on the fence because often I'm a very impatient person, so when buying something in spring for winter, I'm always not very keen, even though I know it's practical and I will thank myself when winter comes around. But at the time of spring, I'm looking for like dresses and that sort of thing. So I just rediscovered this when I was trying to find something warm to wear, because it is a little bit chilly in the hut. I've got my cup of tea here sitting on my lap. But yeah, anyway, yeah, this is 100% wool. I think it's lamb's wool maybe, I can't find the label. I think it's maybe at the back. But this sort of jumper knew would be quite a lot of money and something that I wouldn't really splurge on. So there's so many benefits and why I enjoy charity shopping. So I'm hoping that this will be a continual series if you like it, and if I like filming it. Just of the things I find in my local charity shop. And if you're a fellow charity shop fan, let me know what was your best bargain or your most recent buy that you really love. I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. Right, so I'm just gonna have a drink. And yeah, I should have probably organised myself a bit better. So I don't know whether to start off with the fashion items first, since it's kind of making its way into the video already. So first up, this I just bought maybe, I want to say last week. This is, I'm gonna do a cutaway as well so you can see it more clearly, but this is a lovely blazer. It's got wool in it. Let's just see. So it's 35% acrylic, 35 polyester, and 25 wool, and 5 other. I don't know what other is. I actually couldn't see the label in the shop before I bought it because the charity shop that I was in recommended you not touching the stuff or trying it on before you are 100% gonna buy it. So it just looks like this. It's kind of an oversized blazer for me. I don't know if I could pop it on right now. I think it's probably just easier to show it in a cutaway. Sorry, plant. But yeah, I've been wanting a blazer like this for a really long time. I have a sort of similar one that is Harris tweed. So I have a Harris tweed blazer, but sadly it's just too big, and yeah, so sadly I've just never got around to taking my Harris tweed blazer in, so it fits me properly. It's still in my cupboard and I'm not going to give it away at the moment because I do like it, but I just really wanted a blazer that fitted me, and this is quite lightweight as well, so I figured it might be quite nice to wear under a jacket in winter time as well. I'm not sure if that would work, but yeah, I'm really pleased with that. This brand, I've never heard of this brand. It's called Opus. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, so Opus, it's a size 10, and yeah, it cost me £3. So I couldn't resist it. Even though I couldn't try it on, I just couldn't resist picking it up. It was worth the gamble. Even if it was just really didn't suit me, I would just hand it back in. It's such a good bargain. Okay, let me hang it here. And then this coat here, it's going to be even harder to show on camera, but I'm going to of course show you me wearing it as well so you can see. So this is I think it comes to about my knee length coat, and it is a down coat by Land's End, which I know is a really good quality brand, and their stuff tends to be fairly pricey. So I was really pleased to see this. At first I wasn't sure if I was going to get it because I've been wanting a really cozy down winter coat for a really long time, and I just recently got one from Marks and Spencer's, a black one that's really lightweight and cozy. So when I saw this in the charity shop, I was like, typical, once I buy one there's one that fits me in a charity shop, but it's in a very different style. So since it was only, I think, £7.99 or £8, I couldn't resist just going for it, and I've already wore it out walking once, and granted it's not absolutely freezing at the moment, but it is still fairly chilly. This was such a cozy coat, and just lots of nice details. There's like a pocket that you can see here, like an inside pocket that's a zip, and there's a sort of velcro pocket here, and I think it's the same on the other side potentially, so lots of pockets, which is great in my book. And then it also has a detachable hood, which is great because I don't understand coats that don't have hoods, especially raincoats. I suppose you could carry an umbrella, but I definitely like a hood, especially when it is detachable and it's just got these little studs, which is really easy. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so not moving on actually, and the next sort of fashion piece, I guess, is very similar to my new blazer. It's a lovely, I'm not sure what this pattern is called. I don't know if I can show you a close-up, hopefully that shows up on camera. And it's a lovely scarf by M&S, Marks and Spencer's, and it's 100% wool, and I just really liked the colour and I thought it would be really cozy. I'm somebody who, I don't love to wear scarves, but strangely enough I love to buy them, and I know that they're really practical, and I will appreciate it when it comes time to like January and February when it is really cold, just to have something cozy around your neck. But yeah, I think this is a good size for me. Sometimes I feel scarves overwhelm me as well, but yeah, I really like this one, really cozy. I think it's gonna go with quite a lot of the jackets and jumpers that I already have. I think it was £6, so I think that's really good for a wool scarf. It's got slight wear, but really not too much at all. Not really any bobbling, it just looks like it's been maybe handled, but yeah, it looks in really good condition in my opinion. So yeah, really pleased with that. And let's see, I think this is the last fashion piece. And so this was the first shop that I went to. This is our local shop. A lot of people ask me which charity shops I go to, but I kind of don't really feel that there's any charity shops that are better than others. I tend to really like the charity shops that are a little bit junkier, because I feel that I tend, well, in sort of my history of charity shopping, I find better bargains in them, whereas the ones that are really nice and look like boutiques are a pleasure to browse around, but I don't tend to find such great bargains, and maybe things are slightly pricier, which makes sense because it's a nice shopping experience. So yeah, I don't really have any favourite charity shops. I just, whenever I see one, I pop in and hope for the best. So yeah, this is the first thing I picked up out of lockdown. For the first time our charity shop reopened, and these are a pair of Topshop mum jeans, which I know that a lot of people love the Topshop mum jeans. I've had a pair in the past that I outgrew. I gave quite a lot of jeans away just before I went into the charity shop and picked these, well, saw them, and there was actually somebody lingering near them. As soon as I walked in I saw them, and I had a pretty good guess that they were the right size for me and they looked like what I was looking for, but there was a couple lingering about that area, so I just sort of, socially distanced of course, I just sort of hung about them until they moved on, and then I jumped in and grabbed them and that was it. They were mine. So yeah, they are slightly baggy for me, which I really like because it means they're very comfortable, and I think, I'm trying to think how much they were. I'm pretty sure they were $2.99, which is such a bargain. They don't have any rips, which I love because I'm not a big fan of ripped jeans, especially in the winter time. It's so cold with a draft. And yeah, they're just a simple blue denim. I could maybe do a cutaway on them potentially. I'm not sure if I will, but yeah, they're just sort of look like a vintage blue jean, and they've been my favourite jean ever since I bought them. Every time I go out I just wear them. I think they probably need to be washed again because I just went out walking a day or so ago, and I wore these without thinking and they're all like mud splattered. But yeah, so comfy, and I'm so pleased with that bargain because I think it's just great finding something that you're actually looking for. Don't know if you can hear that, but it's some seagulls flying. It's just great to find something at a bargain price that you were actually, because I was looking online at Topshop jeans. So yeah, moving on because I feel like I'm rambling. I think I've got quite a lot of like plant pots and that sort of thing, so I just realised I've forgotten a few things in the house. I'll go back in and bring them out later. But I recently bought this little jar, I don't know if you can see. It's just a tiny little vase, and I thought it looked quite sweet with just some wildflowers in summer popped in, or some, is it baby's breath? Just the little white flowers, or dried flowers. I don't know. I also thought it would make quite a good prop for some of my photos as well. Because I am living with my parents at the moment, I'm constantly thinking to the future, like, oh, I think I'll buy that because I want that in my living room in the future. So I am still looking for a flat in Edinburgh, and I couldn't help but think this would look quite nice on my future mantelpiece if I have one. So that's what I got. And then I also just, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, I went to the same charity shop that I got the jeans from. My mum was doing her weekly shop and I popped into the charity shop, which is just next door, and picked up these two plant pots. Let's see, I don't know, hopefully they're focusing. Ooh. They're just a lovely pinky peach colour, and again, like I was saying with the little vase, I don't actually have a plant to put in these at the moment, and I don't really have a place to put them either, but I couldn't help but think that they would look really nice in my future bathroom or kitchen or something. So they were $1.49 for the both, and I couldn't resist it. So yeah, they're going to be future homes for some future plants. Yeah. The birds are making quite the racket. I'm really hoping that you can't hear it. It sounds quite creepy. And along the same line, this one already has a home, but I also picked up this little pot. Hopefully that's focusing. So this plant had was already in a lovely little pot by Studio Emma, but the pot is sort of a pinky blue colour and it's very spring summer, and I just fancied something a bit cozier, and I think that's the rain started now. I thought this was really nice because it's similar colours to the plant pots that I have on my window, so I've swapped him over, and I think he looks really cute in it. And I can't remember how much this was. I'm thinking $1.50 or something. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. And then this. So I was in the charity shop and I was just coming to the till, the same charity shop that I got this blazer from actually, and I was just he was ringing the things through, and I was just looking around the shop, just passing time really, and I saw a woman carrying this tray out with her with lots of little knickknacks on it, putting stuff on the shelf. So my mum was with me and she saw that I was interested and asked the woman, was this tray for sale, or was it just that she was carrying the stuff through from the back to the shop? And she's like, no, it's for sale. So at first I thought it'd be great for some photos, photo ideas. Might be quite useful to have on my bed, because I often sit in bed with my laptop and my tea, and I have spilt tea before. And then once we actually picked it up, I don't know how I'm going to show this to you, it has legs. Include a video as well of it being used on my bed. But it's been one of the most useful purchases that I've bought probably this year. Probably. Because I have it sitting next to me when I'm on my laptop, and I have my tea. Sometimes I have a snack on it, and I haven't spilled my tea on my bed since. So this has been one of my favourite buys, and I think it was about £4, and it's by a brand which I haven't heard of, called Livarno? I don't know, I'll show you. So yeah, that was a brilliant buy. I'm so pleased with that purchase. And then I did pick up a few books from the charity shops recently. I picked up The Railway Children, which I'm currently reading. I'm almost at the end, and I know it's a kid's book, but it's just such a happy read. I feel with all that's going on in the world at the moment, there's so much uncertainty, and just, I don't know, it's just a bit bleak at the moment, it feels like. And just reading this book, everything is just so happy and cozy, and it reminds me of my childhood, or even just so much nostalgia. I also really love the illustrations that are in it. The Hobbit is one of my favourite books, and I love the illustrations in that. And it's funny, The Hobbit's also a children's book. Maybe I should just start reading more children's books. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. And then I also just recently got a book called Death at Daisy's Folly. I haven't heard of the series, but you might know that I love reading cozy murder mysteries, especially like classic murder mysteries. And this is a Victorian mystery. It's the third title in this series, and yeah, I don't really know much about it. It was because there's our local charity shop does a 2 for 99p on books, and my mum was buying a book, so I just picked this one up as well. And I'm trying to think, I definitely have bought more books over this month. Oh yes, I forgot to bring them out with me, but I also bought the Legend books by, what's her name? Let's see, Marie or Mary? Let me just check. I don't know if any of you use Goodreads, but it's one of my favourite apps, because I can't keep track of, I tend to forget what I've read, and it just keeps it in order. So her name is Mary Lou, and it's the Legend series, and the charity shop just happened to have all, I think it's 3 that's in the series, so I got all 3. And did I get anything else? Oh, I also just saw on my Goodreads that I got another book called Miles Off Course. I remember I put it on the bookshelf, that's why I didn't bring it out with me, and it's by Sulari Gentle? And I really enjoyed that one. Again, it's a very, what I imagine to be a similar book to this. It's a Victorian mystery as well, I believe, not by the same author obviously, but it's set in Australia, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was what I imagined. It's kind of felt like a grown-up Famous Five. For some really odd reason, I just got cut off. I'm pretty sure it's filming at the moment, so I'm hoping that I caught it at the right time and I wasn't speaking about a few different things and got cut off and didn't realise. So I'm going to have to go back and check. But yeah, the last thing that I forgot to bring out with me is a mug that I got from the same time that I got my jeans, and I think that was $1.49 as well, and it's a sort of vintage M&S mug that came part of a whole tea set. And yeah, I just think it's really pretty. I'll include a clip in just so you can see it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I know this was a different style of video, but I had a lot of fun filming it. I really enjoy watching hauls, and generally I don't do a whole lot of shopping other than charity shop shopping, so I'm hoping to continue this as long as things continue to stay open, like charity shops. Then I'll definitely be back next month, and I'm not sure if I'll have quite as many things to show because I think I was just really excited after not shopping at charity shops for months to be back, and I treated myself quite a lot, and plus they were great bargains. So yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I hope that you're safe and well and coping well with all the new restrictions. Yeah, I hope that you're all doing well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.